Hello, 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 people. Welcome and thanks for tuning in to another episode of Nkechi Cares. My name is Nkechi, and it's the month of March. Now, being that we have a few weeks left to file our taxes, I wanted to talk to you all about health spending accounts. Health spending accounts are pre tax or before tax accounts that help you pay for eligible medical, dental, vision, prescription, as well as over the counter medications. Any insured person, their spouse, and eligible dependents, such as children, covered under this plan or their plan can benefit as well from health spending accounts. Now, there are several health spending accounts, and they're called all sorts of names. But I'm going to talk about three main types of health spending accounts. The first is called a health savings account or HSA. And as I previously mentioned, money you put into this account is before taxes. The second type is a health reimbursement arrangement or account. And this is pretty much free money given to you by your employer for health related expenses. Last, but certainly not the least, is the flexible spending account or FSA. And here you also put pre tax money as well if contributions are made from your payroll. Now, the next question, of course, you would ask is how do these accounts differ from one another? And this leads me to this chart here that I made to differentiate the three different types of accounts. One important thing to note though about this account is who owns it. Basically, ownership. With an HSA account, you, the insured, owns the account. On the other hand, with the HRA and the FSA accounts, these accounts are owned by your employer. Now, it's understandable why the employer owns the HRA, right? Because it's money they're giving you anyways. It's free money for you to spend. But with the FSA account, even though they're also contributing and you are contributing money into it, the money in there is time sensitive and needs to be used up within a certain amount of time. Now, any insured person can have both an FSA account and an HRA account as long as it's being offered by a company plan. But only those with a high deductible health plan are qualified to open an HSA account. Now, just to reiterate what I said in previous slides, only your employer funds the HRA account, pretty much free money given to you, while both you and your employer can fund either the HSA or the FSA account. With the HRA, your company determines the structure of use. They determine how much they want to put in there, and then if you can carry money over from year to year. And they might also tell you that it can only be used for co-pays or prescriptions and whatnot, but those are all determined by a company. There are limits of contributions in all of these health accounts. With an HSA account, the max one can contribute per year for a family is $77.50 and $19.50 by your employer for an HRA account, and that is for the year 2023. It is possible at one point or another to have all three accounts. And if that applies to you, here is the order of use regarding the health spending accounts. The first, of course, would be your HRA, which is pretty much you trying to use up the free money. The second would be the FSA because it's time sensitive. And lastly, your HSA account if you need to. Now, if you're one who doesn't have so many health related expenses, then make sure you don't load up so much on the FSA account so that you don't start looking for how to use it all up. But with the HSA, you can load up even up to the maximum because you don't have to spend it all that same year. It can even be used during retirement. And also it helps to reduce your taxable income. In conclusion, health spending accounts are tax-friendly accounts that help you pay for eligible medical, dental, vision, prescription, and over-the-counter meds, as well as also helps you reduce your taxable income. And the CARES Act has recently also increased the variety of products you can buy over the counter. You can also buy feminine products. You can buy Tylenol or acetaminophen. You can buy ibuprofen, Advil. You can buy acne medications as well. And you can just look at your company plans to know what those criteria are for you. While the fund in an HSA is yours to keep and carries over from year to year, be familiar with what your company rules are for an HRA and FSA. Thanks for watching. Hope you found this helpful. Feel free to leave me a comment, and if you haven't yet done so, please subscribe to my channel Nkechi Cares and also follow me on Instagram at Nkechi Cares. Only money in the HSA account can be invested, while the others can only be used for whatever purpose it was intended to be. Now, another question you might ask is, if I leave the company, do I get to keep the money? And the answer is yes, only for the HSA account. Also, let's say you open an account years ago when you had a high deductible health plan and say there's about $10,000 in it. And next year you're thinking of changing to a low deductible health plan. What happens to the money, right? It's still yours to use on eligible expenses, only that you can no longer contribute to it. So regarding your HSA account, you have till April the 18th, which is the last day to file our 2022 taxes, to contribute money that can count towards 2022 if you haven't, of course, met the max amount. Your flexible spending account is supposed to be used up within each calendar year. That is December 31st. But sometimes, of course, companies give their employees grace periods, and you need to just know what yours is and follow it accordingly.